on with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. That's caught. It's Johnson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore fires to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Got a man. It's Moore. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running inside, it's Walton. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. They give it to him again. Oh, maybe some room here. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we miss tackle, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets him a second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the screen. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Moore. Lets it fly. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Ducks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throwing, Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finding some room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Keeps it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He might want another play. Fourth down, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Makes the catch. It's Hill.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dante Moore. Now rolling to the left. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. Moore, play action. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Ducks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr, showing the arm strength down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Here's Moore to throw. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes a connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Carr above the noise. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Moore. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Davison. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Moore fires to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down, Moore. Finds him out of the backfield. Tried everything in his power to get that final yard, but they got him out of bounds and get the 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking outside, it's Williams. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Carr. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Complete. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dante Moore. Quick strike complete. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Moore will throw. Punch it out of the air.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Moore from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 20, he's got space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll try it again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
From the gun on third down, Carr finds his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, make it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. And nothing doing on the ground. This having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll go play action with Moore. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Runs through a tackle. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Ducks are in the red zone. In the gun on third down, Moore. Here comes the heat. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
Makes the grab and room to run. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
To the air again, Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Offense changing the play. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Trying the left side. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 40. Still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Running inside. It's Mobley.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Carr from the gun on third down, showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Quarterback may change this route. Fourth down, Carr. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Davison. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Throwing more. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. More to throw for it on fourth down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore to the air. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Moore. He's going to fire deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Throwing right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
On the direct snap, it's Davison. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Will.
Working the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback keeps it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator.
Snags it, and he's open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Carr throws to the wideout. Got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Quarterback making checks. Carr to throw for it on 4th. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Dante Moore. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
To the air, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the right. Find some room. To the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance.
Then, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Hauls it in.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this, This game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Moore from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Dante Moore wants to throw again. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They feed him again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The give is to Williams. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? They're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Final play of the game right here. Here's Moore to throw. Looking for a huge play. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement.